all, it's Jess from Sunflower Dairy. It's a beautiful fall evening. The weather has cooled down, and just take a look at these flowers. These are cosmos. I planted them earlier this summer, and they are just gorgeous. Like, just look at these. Like, this whole garden bed is just bursting with these bright, beautiful colors. All right, y'all, if you haven't been here before, we try to do a garden tour every week to show you what we're growing, what we're harvesting, what we're planting, what's growing in our gardening zone. We're zone 5B, 6A. All right, let's get started with this garden tour. Bring you over here. Wheelbarrows are still growing. We had quite a few sunflowers over here, and then there are still herbs and strawberries in these wheelbarrows right here. The corn is just about ready. Up there, that is the broom corn. So it's really beautiful. Does not have ears of corn on it. It gets the corn kernels out the top instead of tasseling. So it's really beautiful. Looks like a broom. It's really cool. Have quite a few sunflowers over here as well. And coming over this way, there's just a few tomatoes growing in here, as well as pineapple sage. Check out all of this beautiful pineapple sage. Just look at the color on that. Just gorgeous. All right, let's see. There's quite a few, like a lot of the tomatoes there, we've had a ton of rain. So a lot of the tomatoes are doing this, but there's still a ton of under here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's tons of green tomatoes on here still. So probably going to be doing some kind of green tomato salsa or sauce. It's not too bad doing that, just usually you have to add a lot of flavors because it's not as flavorful with the green tomatoes. So going to be doing that. And also, I know a lot of people do the fried green tomatoes, so that's something we could do as well if we had a ton of those. Quite a few more sunflowers, cabbages. We're going to be harvesting more of those. Lots of huge marigolds. Still quite a few cherry tomatoes. I'm going to be dehydrating more of these. And oh yes, we are still getting tons of peppers. Look at those. This plant is loaded, and all the other ones are as well. Really good pepper year. And check out all these ground cherries. They're just loaded with ground cherries. It's crazy. Check it out. They're starting to fall on the ground. And all right, all. Straw bale update. We have success. There is a zucchini growing in the straw bale. How exciting is that? So this proves you can grow food anywhere, even in a straw bale. How cool is that? All right. This is our Tomatillo plants. They are still loaded. Loaded. I'm going to be making salsa with these. Check these out. They're a lot like the ground cherry. They fall on the ground and they start to turn the right color. So these plants are loaded down. So harvesting those to make salsa. And there's going to be so many. All right, let's head over to the other garden. It's such a beautiful fall evening. It's not too hot and it's not freezing. We have not had a frost yet, but any time now, I'm sure. All right, look at all of these things. And the trellises, check out that trellis. Trellises are still doing super great. And I have to show you all. Check it out. Oh, dahlia. Hello. Beautiful. All right, so before this week, we were having a really, really warm fall, which did not help the fall crop. So there were things that were starting to bolt, even though it's late October. So now we are finally getting cooler temperatures, so stuff's doing better. I might have to replant some things that have a short growing season, depending on what it is, but the cilantro is doing great in here. And then broccoli and cauliflower, they were starting to bolt a little bit. We'll see how they do now that we have cooler temps. We are getting a little bit of caterpillar stuff on here, but I'm thinking that they're probably going to leave this alone now that it's cooler out. That was when we were getting like 80 degrees, so this should start doing better. And then kale, tons of dino kale growing. And check out it's a bit dark, but there's tons of Brussels sprouts down there. And check out these dahlias. Like, look at them. Wowza. Lots more kale over here. And then Swiss chard in here. And look at these cute little zinnias. Still tons more zinnias. Check these out. These are pretty cool. Look at the layers on that. Really pretty. All right, string beans are pretty much done for the season. So they're starting to dry. So I have been harvesting these for seeds for next year. And there's Still tons of onions to harvest. And there's still quite a few peppers all over in here, so I have to harvest those. I like doing cast iron fried peppers with a sour cream lime dipping sauce. That's really, really good. All right, y'all, that's all for today. Thank you for coming on the garden tour. Have a blessed day.